Welcome back to the GAMA Trade Show 2016. I'm Eric Summerer here with Isaac from Cephalofair Games.
That's right.
Yes, it's a mouthful. We're looking at Gloomhaven.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So Gloomhaven is a cooperative tactical combat game set in a unique fantasy world that I've created. And in it, so you're going to be playing as a group of sort of down on their luck mercenaries, just sort of wandering around this expansive open world, just exploring ruins and going through different scenarios, unlocking more scenarios and unlocking new character classes and going through events. I don't know, it's a big, massive game, just sort of sandboxy.
What kind of playtime you're looking at here?
Well, each scenario itself, so it's sort of broken up by scenarios, and each one of those is about half an hour per player.
Okay.
So like and it goes from 1 to 4 players. So like a 4-player game would take about 2 hours.
Okay. General mechanics. How do things work here?
Yeah. So within a scenario, you're going to be playing a specific character class, and there are 17 different character classes in the game. They all play completely differently from each other, but they all focus on the same mechanics where you have a deck of cards, and you have access to all these cards at all times. Well, not all times, but there's no draw deck or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So every round you're gonna be taking 2 of these cards to play, and then they're going to get discarded. So, you have fewer and fewer cards to play with each round until you have to rest to pick them all back up. But by resting, you're going to actually be losing cards as well. And sort of the goal of the scenario is to get through it before you run out of cards.
Okay.
Right, so you're going to be losing cards over time. And another way you can lose cards is like by playing super powerful abilities on the cards. If it has like an X symbol, then that means you automatically
discard this to
lose
do
it.
something really cool.
Yeah. So you have 2 cards. I should probably put that there. Each card has 2 abilities on it, and what you're going to do each round once it becomes your turn, and the number in the middle sort of determines when it's your turn.
Oh.
Lower numbers go first.
Gotcha.
So it has sort of a built-in initiative system. You're going to be performing the bottom ability of one card and the top ability of the other card. So you sort of have a plan in mind when you're picking your cards, which you have to do in secret. Like you can communicate general ideas to your team members, but you can't like show them cards. It's sort of just to negate like an alpha player just taking over and saying, you do that and you do that.
Okay.
But then when it becomes your turn, if you're going like later in the round, maybe things have changed. And so even once you have your cards, you have decisions on what you can actually do with your cards.
Right.
And each card also has a default ability of like move 2 or attack 2. So even if you get totally screwed up and can't do what you want at all, you can still do something on your turn.
Right.
So that's the basic mechanics. You also have item cards that you can play during your turn as well. But the mechanics are pretty simple. It's basically moving and attacking, but with this twist of cards, every single card in the game is different. So you're always going to have lots of decisions to make about what you want to do on your turn. Anytime you attack, you also are going to flip over one of these attack modifier cards, and well, we got lucky there. So
hey, nice.
That would, just an attack 3 would do 3 points of damage to a monster, but if you flip over times 2, then you do 6 points.
Sounds good to me.
And monsters are fully automated, so they're determined by a statistics card. And this looks complicated, but it's really not. This is for different levels of the monsters. So if you're doing like a level 1 scenario, you basically just ignore all that and just look at that. And these will be put in sleeves, so that's
so
all
you
covered
only
up.
See
so
the
you
one
only see that.
side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so monsters have a basic health value, move value, attack value. And what's also cool though is that they have a behavior deck. So each round they're going to flip over one of these cards. And that's also going to give
them an initiative. Yep.
And then they're going to move and attack, maybe base sort of, with bonuses or negatives to their base stats. But they can also do other crazy things like just sort of shield up and heal themselves. And each monster has a different behavior deck, and so no matter what you're facing, it's always going to be a little different. You got to sort of learn how to play against them. And it's like I said, it's a big game. There's actually about 50 different monster types, including 13 different bosses, 95 scenarios in the scenario book. So this is it's a big, giant, just sandbox world that you can explore and have
And are
fun
these pewter minis what you're going to have in the game?
There'll be plastic minis in the game.
Okay.
Those are just the masters that we're making the molds out
Gotcha.
of. And these are the 6 starting characters, and then you have another 11 characters that you get to unlock over the course of
heavy.
playing the game. And each one just has, just beautiful artwork associated with it. Really happy with my artist, and I think, yeah, everything in the game I think looks
Excellent.
beautiful.
How soon will we see Gloomhaven?
We're working on like August, September.
Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to have it out by Gen Con. That's probably not going to happen at this point.
You might be showing it off there, though?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a booth.
Excellent.
I'll be showing it off to anybody who wants to see it at Gen Con, definitely.
Wonderful. Isaac, thank you very much for spending some time with us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for watching.